disaster we've committed. Persistence is strength. I shall persist. I shall silence your humming skull. Fire burns brighter. The flames are beautiful. On you, most of all. My grasp now exceeds my reach! Clearly, fate favors me more than death.
Fuck! What the fuck?
Waypoint marked. Move.
Oh, nee.
You forced my hand. That was a bad move.
Without wings, it somehow yearns to be airborne? Sheltered out of sight. A good look on it, if I ought.
Max ammo.
Pickaxe, nice.
Arsenal.
Freeze and arm! Cut! Right
skill does not impact my enjoyment.
Drie over. Fuck! Kom maar, yes.
Tossing decoy.
One time, so if interact the correct angle a crystal multiple times with your grapple hook in the next one. Sometimes you'll need to shoot a crystal multiple times with your grapple hook in order for
Setting waypoint.
for the lawn. You have to shoot by Pack-a-Punch. The doors into has a dragon and shoot the quite quick with this, but don't worry, if you run out of time or miss it, you can try again with another astral flame. Next, the eye on the wall will shoot a purple beam of light. What we have to do is reflect this beam so it goes out of the room with the eye and into the main Nixara area. To do this, you have to charge the grapple and shoot the grapple hook at each crystal on the wall. If you hit it correctly, you'll hear a ding sound and the beam of light will reflect onto the next one. Sometimes you'll need to shoot a crystal multiple times with your grapple hook in order for the light to go in the correct angle to where we want it to go. At some point during this process, you will notice that one of the crystals will be missing, and this is where the item we previously picked
Hopla natuurlijk.
One less burden to carry. The burden being your head.
Might require a point of prize collection. Well, indeed, originally you taught me for this. Boy, they're very shy now.
There's no honor in such killing. On the other hand,
Look at you. It's not even a war, and it's like a real bowling party. All downhill from here. You Ted cats now have a place in the warm cockles of your heart.
what that fresh hell is this?
Max armor. Insta-kill.
Picked up one of the angle crystal beam of light crystal on the wall. The next one. Sometimes you can try. You do need to be quite quick with this, but don't worry. If you run out of time or miss it, you can try again with another astral flame. Next, the eye on the wall will shoot a purple beam of light. What we have to do is reflect this beam so it goes out of the room with the eye and into the main Nixara area. To do this, you have to charge the grapple and shoot the grapple hook at each crystal on the wall. If you hit it correctly, you'll hear a ding sound and the beam of light will reflect onto the next one. Sometimes you'll need to shoot a crystal multiple times with your grapple hook in order for the light to go in the need to shoot a crystal multiple times with your grapple hook in order for the light to go in the correct angle to where we want it to go. At some point during this process, you will notice that one of the crystals will be missing.
Juist.
And this is where the item we previously picked up comes in handy. You might have to grapple yourself up to where the crystal is missing, but just interact and you'll place the crystal where it needs to go. This is time, so if you don't do it quick enough, you'll have to shoot the eye on the wall with the astral flame and start all over again. Once the purple beam reaches its final destination near the entrance, go over to it and the floor will fall.
It seems our path is laid.
Beneath you, revealing a hidden room that contains the roots of a tree in the center. There will be a short lockdown sequence where the tree will be draining life from you, but once you get through this encounter by just taking out the zombies until this counter is complete, there will now be a seed in
Okay.
Before us.
Jongens, kom maar, TD.
I'd hope to never see that Leviathan's face looming over me again.
Freddy run got used to.
That a squirt gun? This ain't summer camp. This is war, damn it!
Perk machine.
Who the fuck kom ik daar? Oh.
Such a refreshing delight. My teeth may crack, but so will their skulls. More demons! Stand ready! You have come to this place to die. Really oblige. The look of surprise on your face is truly a gift. You wish to party? Looks sick. There is no dragon in this fruit. Listen, the spirits are strong in this place.
Oké. En deze doet er een portal in.
what you were trying to tell me that day. Figured just wasting your dying breath cussing me out for violating some holy place. Weren't till I ripped the gift of tongues from Batharian's mind that I knew what you were babbling about. Imagine trying to warn me that the cave would eat what hatred brings. Darling, not even the dark ether can compete with the hunger I got burning inside.
Oh.
With your permission and your woe, I will finish what you started.
Gepad zijn 3 minuten. Oh, 3 minuten.
In the roots of the tree to a fence in order. Any cutscene is near the center, sitting up next to a rock. Again,
Dat is een blok. Hey. Fuck.
interact, and final part, and I will link that down. But there is a web of the seed of the forest by progressing one round and then going back to the tree roots to interact with the seed again. Now we're on to the final step, which is pretty complicated, but there is a website with an
Another joyous success. Be glad you were spared, my blade.
Kaboom!
rock.
An in one spawn after melee. The far is in the hut near after sitting up. You can pick up the area with your Warden's Blight. Another charred body is near the center sitting up next to a rock. Again, interact with it, watch the mini cutscene, and then afterwards you can pick up a
You were a sight when I found you. A scarecrow. A boy drowned in Union blues, pants held up by a string. Barely taller than your rifle. You stumbled toward the sound of my voice. Flashburn eyes seeing nothing. Would have been real easy to push you down. Rob you blind. Instead, the last sound you made before I snapped your neck was crying for your mama. You didn't deserve no mercy. You were still the enemy. You had my gratitude, though. Your uniform snuck me past a bunch of your Yankee buddies.
Mercy is a gift to be practiced, not a weakness to be purged.
Sheltered in that barn to stay out of a storm. Guess your luck ran out. Your eyes turned from bright hope to flat understanding when you saw us. We weren't no railroad men. You knew death when you seen it. It took you 5 days to die. You never made no sound. Damnedest thing I ever saw.
Let go. The ogre.
I doubt the monsters even heard that coming.
Okay.
another part. This spawn trip in one step, which is pretty complicated, but there is a website with an auto solver if you want to use that, and I will link that down below in this video's description. Go to Dravakar's temple, and towards the back of
If anyone was keeping score, I would like to see them for this.
Dravacar.
drift to the runner that travels moons, who borrow from galaxies.
Moon good galaxy.
Of the temple will be this light blue.
Log off. Oh yo, look.
Blue inscription on the wall. Travicar, if you want to use step, which and I will link that will be this light blue inscription on the wall quote, and it's very important that you remember the quote as it's how you'll solve the next puzzle. There are going to be you play the game. One of the quotes is, "I remember the runner that travels to stars while."
When stars stay true,